everything we've spoken about, whether it's to do with recruiting, CSR, with COVID, what is in your mind for the future of manufacturing in the UK? What do you see happening in the next, say, year or 2 years?
I think we have really fallen short, and it's been very obvious that we were not able to quickly turn around and produce that PPE that we needed, and the ventilators and all the rest of it. We weren't ready, and we easily could have been. I think I'd like to see that, whilst I love a global market, I think it's very important. I think where our skills have been so diminished in the UK, where manufacturing just does not really, it's not on the government's agenda at all. I think it's now obvious that it has to be, for various reasons. One is that we need to be able to turn things around quickly, and we don't need to spend 6 weeks shipping it back from China if we need it today. But secondly, that actually if those supply chains are actually closed because for whatever reason, whether it's a virus or it could be any disaster, couldn't it? Let's face it. Suddenly businesses just stop, and that we can't let that happen. So I think there will be a push. Well, I'd like to think there'll be a push. I know that our trade body is certainly spending a lot of time lobbying through BEIS and the government to make sure that we are supporting manufacturing better. They're talking as well a lot about supporting apprenticeships in the UK, giving companies incentives for that. That would be great. It's a big, we have several apprentices, and because of the way we structure our pay, we pay them full pay for the time that they're here or at college. We don't actually, an apprentice doesn't have to have that, but that's what we choose to do. But that's a big cost to us. So if the government could support us a little bit with that, that would be really helpful. And just make sure the right courses are there, because that's the other thing. There aren't really, we say the courses are there, but they're not really for us. A bit more investment and a little bit more local. I think the challenge is that, of course, all these other companies, as I was mentioning, they want the price down, and we can't necessarily compete. So I think the supply chain needs to understand that things might cost a little bit more, but we're going to be able to service something a lot better. So,
and Andrew, from your side, from a recruitment company looking in and looking to service those needs, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that the UK is going to go through a very interesting 18 months to 24 months. There is going to be huge emphasis and push from government out of necessity, as Joe says. Manufacturing is suddenly going to come front and centre for trying to keep productivity going. There's going to be a lot of retraining of people. People are going to move out of retail jobs into manufacturing jobs. That's going to be fairly, you look around the town I'm in, there's some big retail premises that are shutting down, sadly, but then other opportunities are coming up. I mean, for example, depending on what month you listen to it, the UK is short of housing by 200,000 to 300,000 houses. That cannot be delivered in a conventional manner. So the big modular manufacturers you'll see up and down the country now, modular homes are starting to come on more and more. How do we deliver affordable homes? How do we deliver homes to people that can't, get on that ladder at the moment? So there's some incredible solutions that are going to come down the road. So the next couple of years, the UK could well become transformed and possibly world leaders in what it's doing. Real opportunities up and down. And every time there's a big company, let's take an Ilke Homes up in the north, or a Legal and General Modular Homes, those sort of companies, there are lots of other smaller companies that are feeding them in. And that's really important. So I can see the glass is 3/4 full for me.